Okay, today for lesson A2, we're going to be talking about mean, median, and mode. As far as mean goes, mean is the average, okay? It's the sum of all the values in a data set divided by the total number of data values in that set. Okay, so you're trying to get the average amount out of a group of numbers, okay? Um, so Carla is in a bowling league. The league is ranking the teams by average score. What is the mean or the average final score of the 5 bowlers in Carla's team? So these are the 5 bowlers on the team, and these are their final scores. Okay, you're trying to get the average of all of these scores. And you do that by adding up all of the scores, okay, which is done right here. Okay, so they added 95, 87, 84, 81, 83. Those are the final scores: 95, 87, 84, 81, 83. They got the sum. Now, how many bowlers were there? How many total numbers did we add together? We added together 5 numbers. So the sum of all the scores is 430. You're going to take 430 and divide by 5 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers that you added together. Your average, your mean then is 86. Okay? So the average score out of all of the bowlers, even though Desmond got 95 and Maria was just 81, it averaged out that their final score was about 86. Okay, so that's right in the middle of all of the numbers, okay, is what you're trying to figure out with mean, okay? I want you to go ahead and try this. Try it. The next week, Maria bowls 151 point game. Okay, so her score went way up. The other bowlers matched their scores. What is the new final mean for the team? What you want to do is add up all these numbers. Desmond, Raymond, Caitlin. Not Maria's 81, but you're going to add 151 for Maria and add Carla's 83. Get the sum of all those numbers and divide by the number of numbers you added. Go ahead and pause the video, figure that out, and then I'll be back with your answer. Okay, the average or the mean of their new points, Maria, with adding Maria's new point game, would be 100. You'd have to add 95, 87, 84, 151, and 83. That gave you 500. Then you take 500 divided by 5, and that should give you 100. Okay, so that's mean. When you're trying to find the median, you're to describe a set of data, you're trying to measure the center, okay? It's the middle data value. When finding the median, you want to list all of your values from least to greatest. So if Trey and Sarah each downloaded songs to their music libraries, their players list each type of music and the total playing time in minutes for each type. How can Trey and Sarah each summarize their data sets using the mean? So here is the number of minutes and the music type for Trey, and the number of minutes and the music type for Sarah. Okay, so you would list all of these numbers in order from least to greatest, which is done right here. The lowest number was 59, and the highest number was 72. Least to greatest. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers in this set. 63 is right in the middle. You can count over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 from the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4 from the right. 63 is in the middle. As for Sarah's data set, there are not 7 numbers. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 after you list them from least to greatest. So if you go over 1, 2, 3 from the right and 1, 2, 3 from the left, you don't have a number right here in the middle. So what you do with that is you get the average of these two, get the mean of these two. So take 38 plus 42. And how many numbers did we add together? 2. So you divide the sum by 2. So 38. Well, let me do that real quick on my calculator. I'll tell you how we got that. 38 plus 42 equals 80. And you divide that by 2, and you get 40. Okay, so that was the average for Sarah's data set. As far as mode goes, look at Trey and Sarah's music libraries. How can Trey and Sarah summarize their data sets using the mode? Mode is the value that occurs most often. Okay, so you're going to have to keep all this straight. Mean is the average. Median is in the middle. Mode is the most often. So here's Trey's data set. 67 was used most, so that is the mode. Okay. Sarah's data set, there's no number that's repeated. If there were two numbers that repeated the same amount of times, then that would be the mode. There is no value that's repeated for Sarah's data set, so there's no mode. Okay. Look at the triad. Nadia's grades on 4 quizzes were 95, 75, 85, and 95. Find the mean, median, and mode for Nadia's grades. Remember, when you find the median, add up all the numbers, divide by the number of numbers you added. Median. List all the numbers from least to greatest. Find the one in the middle. And mode. Find the number that was used the most. There's not a number that was used the most out of any other number in the set, then there's no mode. Okay, you can pause the video and try those problems and then come back when you are finished. Okay, the median or the mean for this set was 87.5. The median was 90, and the mode was 95. Hopefully you got all of those answers correct. And I'm sure that you did, because I'm sure you paid close attention to the video. There are a couple of other examples here. Finding the range, that's just the difference between the smallest and lowest numbers. Okay, the range for Trey's data set here is 50. The lowest value is 59. The highest was 72. So get the difference of those numbers. It was 13. For Sarah's, the lowest was 51. The highest was 51. The lowest was 35. The difference of those is 16. So the range is 16. Pretty simple after you can figure out how to keep it all straight. Okay. I hope you learned what mean, median, mode, and range is when looking at a data set. We aren't going to do example 5. I think that this video was probably long enough for you guys.